Alright, hello all, Chief Prepper here. I tried to record this early this morning, and camera shut off by itself. I'm not sure why. I haven't completely figured out this damn thing. It's a GoPro Hero 5. So today on Preparedness Day, I've got my math mixed up. Tomorrow is actually September 2nd. But this is the importance of joining Preparedness Community Part 2. The previous video I talked about how COVID can affect the household, not just income-wise, but other stuff. This one is going to be about the fact that we're in peak season of hurricanes. Ida just hit Louisiana. And now we're hearing that they may be without power for 30 days. So right now I have about 10 days of power available on site. I modified a generator and did videos about that. My next goal is to get a 250-gallon liquid propane tank delivered, filled up, and then plumbed into where my generator shed is, and then over that I will build a cover to keep it out of the weather. That's a $2,700 to $3,000 investment. Once that's done, then I want to buy a bigger generator, because the one I have works during the summer, but it won't hold the load that I need in the winter. Bottom line is, the government is not going to come to your rescue, so you need to understand that. They will come and they will help and make a show and go, okay, we did this, and then you're still going to be sucking ass. If you live south of I-20, east of I-35 in Texas, and then you just extend that all the way across the Gulf Coast and Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Florida, and Georgia. And then you go up the East Coast. Every year we have hurricane season, so I encourage everyone to be prepared and to look at every source you have on YouTube and other platforms to learn about being prepared. Harvey hit Rockport, Texas, and a large portion of Houston in 2018. There were people in Rockport still living off of generator power 6 months to a year after it hit. So, San Antonio is in a location where we don't get a lot of hurricanes that actually hit us. But if we get one, it's normally really bad. I have about 10 grand more that I need to invest in stuff so that I can have power for a very long time. Basically, that includes the 250-gallon liquid propane tank, a bigger generator that'll give me a 50-amp drop to my house. I already have a generator that I have a 30-amp drop to, but like I said, it won't hold the load in the wintertime. Additionally, I want to get 2 more Blue Eddy EV240s with associated solar panels. I don't know how much help they'll be, but I know that if we needed to, I could shut the generator down if I've charged up those 3, and then keep the 2 refrigerator freezers and the deep freeze I have plugged in and basically functioning overnight, and then get up the next day and crank up the generator again. Preparedness gets a bad name, you know, tinfoil hat, the sky's falling, and all this other shit, and it can be actually very depressing. But over and over and over, we get demonstrated that the government cannot help us or take care of us, and I don't think it's their job. So I do believe that, you know, depending on where you live, you need to be prepared for what happens. You know, Texas rarely gets the kind of snow and freeze it got last year. But apparently this year may be as bad or worse. So, assuming I make it through this shit that I got, I plan to get my truck fixed. It's got a fuel issue. Then I plan to load up on 3 quarts of firewood and then do some other stuff. So please, please, please start looking up preparedness stuff. Store up food, store up water. You know, I live in the country, so during the freeze I heated up the brass valve on my water tanks, rain barrels, and I filled up 15 gallons worth of water every day, and that's what we consumed going to the bathroom. And you know, that was just my wife peeing in her big business, and then me and my dad's big business, but we actually peed in the front yard. There's a huge consumption rate, so basically I was 5 flushes because we have 3-gallon tanks on our toilets. You need to store up potable water. On my list of things to get is a water bottle, but I don't have anywhere to put it right now. So prepping is probably a 10 to 15 year process to learn and do everything, and then to get to wherever it is that you want to be. You know, but I can't stress the importance of it. You know, every year we go through hurricanes. Portions of the country go through flooding and tornadoes. So please join the communities. Plenty of information out there. Most preppers are of the mindset they want to bring people into the fold, teach them stuff. There's a lot of informative videos. I did videos on how to hook up a generator to a house, I didn't do the actual video of how I converted my generator, but I converted it and showed it running on propane. Liquid propane is much easier to maintain. It's good for 5 to 10 years in the tank, as long as you don't do anything to it. And then gasoline, you know, during Harvey we ran out of gas around here in San Antonio. It came within 18 miles of us, the high winds and damage. So I was expecting to lose my carport, have damage to my house, damage to my cars, and a bunch of other problems. I built my own carport, and that was before I started having a lot of physical ailments. It's withstood 50 to 60 mile an hour winds during thunderstorms, so it's pretty stout. But anyway, that's all I have on this video. Chief Prepper out.